Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have done a Valentine's Day look, as Valentine's Day is on Sunday. So this look is quite a dramatic look. It's quite a smoky, sexy eye look, which I think is perfect for Valentine's Day, as you want to be looking your best, or if you're just staying at home, which I think majority of people will be, as there's nothing else to do. But I think this look is perfect for, you know, if you're having a Galentines Day or a Valentine's Day, or if you're just wanting to look nice, and post some pics on the gram, which I'll tag on the screen now. If you aren't already following my Instagram, go over and follow. So if you want to see how I created this look, don't forget to keep watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, as that really helps me out and it makes me know that you're enjoying these videos and my content. So yeah, let's get on with the video. So I'm first going to start off by doing my eyebrows and eyes. So for the eyebrows, I'm using my Oh Hey Brow by Misguided, and it's one of the really small precision brushes. So I'm going to start off by just brushing through my brows, just to make sure that they're all in the direction that I would like them. And then I'm taking the pencil side and just filling in any of the gaps. So this will help to create a more full effect looking brow. I'm then going in with my soap and just spraying a setting spray. So the one that I'm going to be using is the Misguided Superfix, which looks like this, and I'm just spraying a small amount. Over the soap, and it's a bit too much. And using a small spoolie brush like this and just mixing it together, and then brushing that through my brows upwards to create a fluffy effect. Like that. And then I'm going to use a small concealer brush and just go around and clean up around the brows. Like that. So then I'm going to move on to the eyes. So the concealer that I'm going to be using is the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate in the shade C2, and I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelids and pat it in so it dries. And I'm not going to use any powder, so then the shades go on a lot more pigmented. So again, just taking my flat brush like this and packing that on. So for this eye look, I'm using the Revolution New Trials 2 Reloaded palette, which looks like this. So because it's a Valentine's Day look, I think that it's really apt to have pink on your eyes. So yeah, so today I will be taking this shade down here first. And I'm going to be running that through my socket to create some depth. I'm just going to make sure that my concealer is all blended and there's no creasing. And taking a fluffy brush like this and blending the edges. Like that, and do the same on the other side. So making sure that there's no creasing. And blend that out. And then I'm going in with this red/orange shade, and I'm going to apply that onto the outer V. So for this I'm going to use a brush like this and just apply a small amount on the outer bit here, just so it kind of pops through. And then to deepen up the outer V, I'm going into the Riviera palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking this shade here called Palm, this dark brown, and applying that with the same brush that I used to apply the orange, and just applying that into the V here, just to darken it up a little bit. For the shimmer that I'm going to be adding, the pop of pink, I'm going to be adding this glitter here, which looks like that, and I'm going to apply that onto my eyelid. So I'm just using a small brush like this and looking into my mirror and just applying that all over the eyelid. To say that these eyeshadow palettes I think are about £4, £5 each. The pigment in them is really good. They're great if you're wanting to do makeup on a budget, and they have loads of different types and different shades. I don't always think as well that you have to add concealer. I think sometimes when you're doing a look like this, if you add concealer it can kind of make it look a little bit too blocky and cut up. Like there's a definition between where the concealer is and where the shimmer is. Whereas I think if you just apply it, it can look a lot softer. So I'm going to go in now with the same brush that I used right at the start. No extra product, but just to blend the edges out a little bit. And then to add a little bit more depth, I'm going back into the Riviera palette in the colour Palm and just deepening up the outer V just a little bit more. And then to add a pop of colour for my under under the eyebrow highlight, I'm going into the shade Inheritance, which is this colour here, and on a small brush I'm just going to apply a little bit under my brow bone. Like that. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to use this pink here. Can you see this pink here, and just apply it into my inner corner. And then I'm gonna just clean up under my eyes and move on to the face. So moving on to the face, I'm going to use my Misguided Meet Your Match in the shade 10. And I'm going to use the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tone in the shade St. Moritz Medium. And I'm going to mix those two together to try and match my skin to my body. So for this, I'm going to use a flat brush. Like a Simpson. It doesn't look that bad in real life. Anyway, moving on. So I'm going to conceal and contour. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the same one that I used on my eyelids. So using the Revolution concealer and applying that under this little area here, and this one, and up the sides of my eyes. Like that, and then a little bit on my forehead just to lighten up that. And a little bit on the tip of my nose, and on my cupid's bow and chin. And maybe just a bit down the bridge. Like that. And then I'm just going to leave that for a few moments whilst I do my contour. And the contour that I have been really enjoying using at the moment is the Meet Your Match, which looks like this, by Misguided. I have the shade D9, and I'm just going to apply that into here. It does take a while to kind of warm up, and at first, when I first used it, I wasn't really a fan, but as time's gone on, I've really enjoyed using it. And then it's good because you can take the tip and just kind of run it down the side of your nose, and it works really well on its own. So if you're just going for a natural look, it works on its own. I just use it if I want to warm a bit of my face up. And then I'm going to take a brush, so I'm taking this little flat one here and just buffing that all in. So I'm going to start with my contour and working upwards. And then taking a sponge and just blending all of that in properly. A small little brush like this, just to blend in all of the concealer. And again, I will be going back in with a sponge. And then to set all of that in place, I'm going to use my Match Perfection powder with a sponge, and I'm just going to apply that under my eyes. So I'm coming back onto the eyes, so I'm going to go back into my Revolution palette, and I'm taking the shade that we used at the start, which is this colour here, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line. So I'm using more of a tapered brush this time with not too much product on, so taking that under the lash line. And then I'm going to go into the shade Palm in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette again, this one, and just apply that onto the outer V, just to darken it up a little bit here. Like that, and then I'm going to use my eyeliner. So for that I'm using the Slick Flick waterproof gel liner in the shade Double Espresso by Misguided, and I'm just going to apply that into my waterline here. So I'm going to get a smaller blending brush like this one here, and use the shade Palm and go really close to the lash line just to blend that all together. And then I'm going to add some mascara and some eyelashes, and I'll be right back. So moving back onto the face, I've just added some eyelashes and some mascara. So the mascara I use is the Real Thick Lashes by Misguided, and I'm not sure which lashes these are, they're quite old. So for bronzer, I'm using my Revolution Mega Bronze in Too Warm, which looks like this, and I'm just taking a brush like this and applying it onto the areas where I put the contour stick. Then I'm going to take a clean brush and just take a little bit down my nose. I probably should do this in a mirror because I can't see what I'm doing. And I've really not done that very well. Top tip, do it in a mirror. And for blush, as it is Valentine's Day, I'm gonna use Stop I'm Blushing by Misguided as well. So it looks like that, and I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush and just apply it onto the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with my setting spray, as my face is quite dry at the moment. So just going to spray this on my face. And then I'm going to go over with my High Lit by Misguided as well, on a fan brush like this, and apply this onto the highest points of my face, as we want to look glowing from within. And then I'm going to go just quickly put some brow gel through my brows. This is the Misguided one, just to kind of gives them a bit more colour. Then moving on to lips, so I'll zoom in on my lips. So I'm going to start off by lining them, and for this I'm using my Misguided one as always. So this is in the shade Bougie, and I'm just going to line my lips. And I am doing this over the top of the foundation that's already on my lips, just to give it a nice neutral base. And then I'm going over the top with the Maybelline Superstay ink crayon in the shade Lead the Way at 15. And this is a really nice and creamy lipstick. And then to add a little bit of a lighter centre, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lip in Milkshake, and I'm just applying a small bit to the middle and blending that in. As this is a Valentine's Day look, I'm going to use a lip gloss. So I'm just using my Barry M lip pump in that as well, and just applying that onto the lips. So this is the finished look. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're going to be having a nice Valentine's Day on Sunday, or a Galentines Day. Yeah, looking cute. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again on Sunday with another video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the bell and the thumbs up and the subscribe button as well, as that really helps me out. Also, pink nails. Thanks for watching. Bye.